any civilized society, a woman having an opinion is normal. In Sudan.
Oh yes, another lecture from the UAE self-appointed school teacher of morality, a woman with a microphone funded by the state which bankrolls mercenaries and launders blood money, telling Sudan how to behave. Bravo! She says in any civilized society, a woman having an opinion is normal. True. In any civilized society, a woman isn't jailed for a tweet, deported for speaking out, or forced into silence by state security. But that's exactly what happens in your Mars-reaching nation. Ask Princess Latifa, by the way. Ask Ala as-Siddiq, who mysteriously died in exile after daring to criticize the mighty rulers of the UAE.
So when a woman dares to speak, the Muslim Brotherhood everywhere rushes to silence her.
You know, I was about to sleep, but I just couldn't resist shutting up a liar. You say Sudanese women are voiceless? The country of Fatima Ahmed Ibrahim, who sat in parliament when your almighty rulers didn't even allow women to drive. So Sudanese women do not need lectures. We lead revolutions, we build nations, and we bury tyrants. So save us your speeches. We have already written history with courage, not with oil money and PR.
When I spoke about the Hamas of Africa, the drug lords who control Port Sudan with the blessings of Colombian cartels and Hezbollah network.
She says Sudan is run by drug lords with Hezbollah and Colombian cartels. You know what? This is interesting because the world's watchdogs, UNODC, Europol, Transparency International, all say the world's favorite laundromat for cartel money is Dubai. It's not Port Sudan, not Omdurman, but it's Dubai. Billions of narco dollars and conflict gold flow through your shining towers every single year. And that's not Sudanese propaganda, that's hard facts.
This is their logic. This is their morality. It's not just how they speak to me, it's how they speak to their mothers, to their sisters, their wives.
And of course, she's crying about being insulted online. They called me names, they cursed me, oh you poor little thing. You know what? Meanwhile, your government is funding a small project back there in Sudan called the RSF militia, which accused of raping women in Darfur, burning children alive, massacring families, whole communities. But yes, please center yourself because someone on Twitter called you a mouse.
It mirrors what their army does to women in Sudan. Over 70% of Sudanese women report sexual violence.
Then she says 70% of Sudanese women suffer sexual violence. False and invented. Show me the actual data for that. Meanwhile, Human Rights Watch and Amnesty have documented systematic abuse of migrant women in your country. Maids beaten, passports confiscated, women driven into suicide in your high skyscrapers, and those numbers, they are real.
I'm not with us. I'm from a nation that reached Mars.
And then she brags, we reached Mars. Congratulations, you outsourced brains, bought rockets, and called it glory. Sudan built pyramids when your desert was just sand. History doesn't start with oil money. And here comes the truth. Sudan is currently bleeding because your country fuels its killers. You host Hamid's family, you bankroll the RSF, you flood Sudan with weapons, and then you have the audacity to point fingers at the very army fighting to defend civilians. So, Madame Mars Mission, before you preach dignity, remember, your country silences women, enslaves workers, launders cartel money, and sponsors genocide across the world. That's your legacy. We will not let you polish it with empty speeches. Not today, not ever. And maybe next time, aim for honesty before Mars. Have a good night.